Hi guys, Tiffany here, and welcome to my quilting life. So before I say anything at all, I'm going to apologize for the lighting because we are in my living room today, and my living room is not very bright. And I brought other lights in, we opened windows and everything, it doesn't do it. So bear with me through this part of the live feed, and then I'm going to carefully not wiggle too much to take the camera or laptop back into my quilt room where it's a lot more clear for you guys. So yeah. Hi from hot Bakersfield. Hello. Welcome. So if you are new to my channel, don't forget down there to subscribe, or it could be on this side right now because I'm facing a different direction. Yeah, it's down that way. And don't forget to like my videos and share them. So I'm waiting for this thing to load on my phone so that I could see comments without having to squint looking at the thing. Hi, June. So today is the Jacob's Ladder. You guys obviously most likely saw my time-lapse video of putting the Jacob's Ladder blocks together, all 52 of the 56 blocks in time-lapse, which is fast, and it makes me look like I'm moving around and silly and funny, but I like it. It turned out pretty awesome, and I'm hoping you guys at least took some something from it, is the fact that it does take a long time to piece that many big, huge blocks. So I'm going to get this. Okay, here we go. Now it's working. So today I also want to share while I'm in here, and you can't see as well, but I am wearing a dress that I made myself. Yes, you guys know I do not make clothes. Like, I really suck at making clothes. But I made this dress for myself 3 years ago in the attempt to make something. I saw it on a YouTube tutorial and I was like, oh, I could probably make something like that. So I did. So I'm going to tip the camera down and step back so you can see my cute little dress that I made all by my lonesome. It doesn't go all the way to the floor, and it doesn't stretch very far. But I made it myself, and I made the back V-neck sort of as well as the front. And all it is just a zigzag stitch, stitching it together. So this is something that I actually made myself. And I made it long purposely to elongate the top of my body. I kind of like how dresses work that way. So, yeah. So anyways, oh, this computer's trying to talk to me all at the same time. Hi, Vicki. Hi, Justin. And, oh yeah, that's okay. All right, guys. So thank you. I really tried. I made like 4 or 5 different clothing items, and a couple of them really sucked. And then this and another little like romper thing that I made was kind of okay. This was probably the best item that I've ever made. So, so yeah, I am going to get to it. So I'm going to tip the camera down to the floor, and I'm going to show you. These are 15.5-inch blocks. Remember, they're really big. So this is going to be king size. It's going to be, before borders, it should be 102 by 107. Is that what I said? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 102 by 107. So it's going to be big. So I needed the living room floor to lay this out because there is no way it would have laid in my quilt room on the floor. I probably would have got like 4 blocks across by 5 down, and I need to do 7 across by 8 down. So let's get to it, and you guys can see how this works. I brought my little tabs so that I can pin the little notes of what row number, as well as 102 by 117. Yep, that's the number, Justin. Exactly. Sorry, guys. I don't have my papers in here with me, so. But I brought my little note tab, little sticky tabs with numbers on them, and my pins to pin it so I can mark the rows, stack them up, and I'm going to have someone carry that to the room for me so that I can sew it, so that I can carry this camera back to the room without wiggling you guys too much. So I'm going to get to it now, guys. And welcome to my living room, by the way. So should be, let me back up so I can see. We should have the whole floor visible. I have a pretty big living room, so. And I have my camera with me, and I know that I'm going to want to move things around. So that's why I'm doing it this way. And I'm going to start way over here. And I'm just gonna hold my blocks. This is a pretty heavy stack, guys. I mean, I hope you guys can hear me from way over there. Hi, Christine. All right, guys, so I'm going to be laying it in the up and down like this direction, creating this. This is how I'm doing it. And I'm gonna try to make sure that no two colors come together, if that makes any sense. You'll see. That's why I'm gonna move things around quite often. So I'm gonna just start laying it out, guys. And I'm gonna go make sure that I can do this. 1, 2, 3, oops, 4, 5. I'm gonna swap that. I wanted to try to balance the colors out, you know. There we go. 5. You get to stare at my ass the whole time. I know I'm being silly, right? I don't have my phone, so I can't see what you guys are saying. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more, and it barely fits across this floor. 7. Okay. There's 7 across. And I don't know about putting 8 down. We're going to have to scoop this up. We're going to scoot it up because I need the most floor space as possible. Like I said, this thing is huge. That's what I always get for making big, huge quilts. All right. I have to catch you on the rerun. I'm headed over to the garage because my son-in-law's birthday. Okay, Linda, that's fine. I know you guys can hopefully hear me. All right, here we go. So now I'm going to put this one this way. And this way. That way. I'm just going to start coming down this way now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just turn that around. 4, 5, 6. Let me grab 2 more. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness, we are barely going to fit here, guys. Look at that. All the way to the chair. All right, let's fill this in. All right, so I'm going to just kind of squat down. I'm going to squat down here. I know you guys can't hardly see me, but you'll see this. And I'll move the camera a little in a second so that you guys can see better.
Okay. That's quite hilarious.
I'm looking.
Good. We want really well blended fabric throughout this whole thing. Do a thumbs up, tech idiot here. Under the video, if you close the live stream, if you're on a phone, you could do it.
Okay.
A lot of flipping and turning with this whole thing.
I do.
No, you got it. I got trash cans. And trash cans. Flying around. Oh, that was my half country.
So this is how big, huge quilts are laid out. It's best if you have a big, huge room or space to lay things out. I highly suggest having lots of floor space.
Come after me a lot.
If you do. If you don't, then it's just have to move it around or have a design wall of some sort.
Okay. Oh.
I'm hoping the cat doesn't come in here and try to jump on everything. You guys know how he is when I lay quilts out on floor. He is definitely likes to scatter my pieces. And if you hear the guys talking, it's because they're playing video games. The boys are on the video games.
No.
How's everyone doing? Did everyone catch my, did everyone get a chance to catch my Jacob's Ladder 2 video with the time lapse?
Hey, I'm back.
Yeah, you can lay quilts out on beds too. The only thing about laying it on the bed is the edge pieces. Makes it hard to put them all in a specific spot, you know? Getting to a point where I need to start turning them because colors are those match. That matches there. That one's good. And Vicki, you can go ahead and make one yourself, you know. It's definitely very fun, this one. Lots and lots of colors, boutiques. Look at that, I have more to go.
Oh, no. I didn't notice that was a bad guy.
Didn't catch it, saw it before I went to coffee
No,
and
it's
saw
paying attention.
you live and decided to tune in and said, well, that's fine. I'm gonna sit down. My dress offers some scooting because it's a very slick, the kind of fabric that it is. Such big blocks. Look at this color, guys. It's just radiating.
With the right trigger.
Make sure you turn and move, look back, step back, make sure things are. Oops, there's two greens, can't do that. Let's grab one with pinks. I'm trying to make sure that these that come together are not the same. I don't want any of this section to be the same. You know? This also is the time to see if I messed up in any of that chain sewing in my last video. 2 more rows to put together, guys. I'm in my living room, Lacey. What did you call the color portion of this quilt? Oh, it's batiks. It's made out of batiks. They're hand-dyed fabrics, Justin.
Grab that wall thing.
No.
Go get it, but-
No.
Ooh, that's too close. We need this one.
Winner. That.
Yeah, not that.
Wait for it.
They're very good to work with. And yes, Billy, this is going to be a king size.
No, wait.
But I figured you guys, some of you haven't seen the process, you know, new beginners haven't seen the process of laying such a big, huge quilt out, you know? But there's other ways to do it, and you guys have seen in other videos of mine that I have just scrambled pieces together in rows without, you know, as long as I knew one piece went one way and one went another. I have to those two match. I don't want that there. But I have scrambled pieces, and you guys have seen that. I have a wrinkle in this piece right here. So if it's sticking up and looks funny, it's because it's kind of, it was wrinkled being in the stack. Oops, too many greens. Nope. Matches that. There we go. There. Joking with me? What are you joking with me about? Hold on a second. I didn't read that. And I bleed more than. That's why adding it to black with using batiks works perfect every time. Like, you don't know how many. I have done so many batik fabrics with black. I don't use white. White is the worst to use with batiks. Unless you can find a background color that is batik itself, you know, like a hand-dyed backing, but I used 17 yards of fabric here. There are 17 yards total fabric so far. And that's not including a border that I'm going to have to add. You know, those match. So, yeah, just remember, these take a lot of fabric. Big, huge king-size quilts. But I added a bit of all. I added it all. Okay, here. Teens or batiks? Batiks. B-A-T-I-K-S. If that helps you, Justin. All right, a few more pieces, and then we'll look around and see if anything is out of place or needs to be moved. That matches that. We don't want that there. So this one here. This one here. Oh, that matches that. Let's look for this one over there. And this last piece. Right here, look at that. All right. I'm going to walk around and see. See that, guys? I know it's a horrible view here in my living room, but I'm going to walk around it and on top of it, which I don't like to do, but I'm going to. No, it's Waverly from Walmart. That's what I used as background fabric because I'm cheap. It's not that I'm cheap. Walmart fabric is, I'm not being sponsored by this, by the way, you guys. Walmart fabric is just as good as Kona cotton. It is just the same as all those other brands. It feels the same. The texture is the same. It quilts the same. It's the same thing, you know. And actually, with Walmart fabrics, I haven't had as much bleeding. Kona, I had bleeding with a red before, and there's a Kaufman print that I had that was a really dark pink, and it bled really bad too. Just depends. All right, what do you have to add a border? I'm only going to add a 3-inch black stopping border around the whole thing because I need something to grab onto in the end. So that's why this is just going to get a quick little 3-inch border all the way around just to finish it off. Justin, I always go big. It's go big or go home. All right, so I'm looking around now, guys. I'm going to see if there's anything touching the same color. I don't want nothing touching the same color. Oh, so here we have some same colorage. All right, let's move now. I thought I was paying attention when I laid it out, guys. But I guess I wasn't as much as I thought I was.
Like matching the two.
No two colors touching. This is the process. Making sure. Yes, I have clean feet. I gotta come over so I can talk to this. We walk around barefoot here, and the floors are swept and mopped every single day. We have very, what's the word for it? Clean floors. You can like literally eat off of them. It's Scott's OCD problem, so they stay clean. Trust me, got clean feet. Definitely got me some clean feet today, guys. No two pieces touching. And if anything, this quilt is dirtier than my feet. It's got some yuck from my iron on a couple of the blocks because my iron likes to leak out crap all over the place. That like white rusty shit that comes out of irons because I use a lot of steam. All right, now stand back and look. Scott, can I get your secondary opinion in here, please?
Yep. I'm here, brother. Yes, do you want me to help you move stuff? What do you need?
No, I need you to look over and see if there's two colors touching. I just walked all over it and looked, but I want to make sure that there's no two colors touching.
Other than what?
Well, yeah, like these are made, well, the black's fine. It's these. And these corners right here, they all need to be 4 different colors. I mean, they can't be the same. So these are different. You know what I'm going. I've been walking all over it to make sure while reading the comments.
Well, you keep reading the comments. I'll keep an eye.
I am Justin on Mocha Dreams. I'm keeping it small.
Just has a habit of making them big.
Yes, I have a habit of big quilts. I see 2 greens touching with a pink and blue. Where at? Down here somewhere? Second X from the right. Right? Second X. Down here? These are you talking about or these? Because these are 2 different prints. I don't see any other ones. They look, you guys are in the screen that you can't tell, but they're 2 different prints. Unfortunately, I can't do nothing about the lighting in here.
We did our best. We turned on all the lights and opened up the windows.
Yeah, that was actually blinding the laptop that we moved there.
Okay.
I don't see anything else. I'm gonna start numbering them up, guys.
Well, I'm in the middle.
I can't see the comments up here.
Well, you want me to read the comments? I was
If
still
anything-
looking at your thing.
I'm gonna start numbering the rows. 2, 3, 4.
I'm still looking.
Eight. My numbers are all mixed up. 3,
Hey, the 2 greens over here, okay?
6,
Those are different patterns, right?
7.
Timmy?
Where?
Yeah, 2 greens straight down.
This one?
Yes.
Yeah, they're good because they're 2 different prints.
Okay, what about these 2?
Oh, 2 different. They're good.
I'm just making sure, because I'm almost done here.
2.
You asked me to do something,
And
and I'm
one.
getting close to being done.
All right, I'm gonna put the marks on them now, guys, with my pins, and I'm gonna stack the rows up. It's looking good. I'm gonna carefully have someone take this to the room as I take the camera. So I'm just putting a pin in my papers on my blocks.
Okay, honey, it looks good from what I can tell.
And for anybody that doesn't know, I'll show you how I pick these up to keep everything in order.
You got 10 people watching. Well, Cyrus is here too, he can help pick them up.
No, I have to do it in order.
Okay, well then, what do you want us to do?
Just keep track of camera, I guess,
Okay,
and comments while I put these up.
no one's commenting. They're all watching you bend over.
Yeah, they's all watching my pretty little butt. Just kidding.
Your booty.
Today's a silly day, guys. I haven't slept. So I'm super sealing. I have all of my little notes on here with an arrow that faces the way that that row will be pressed, as well as the number in the direction that the block is supposed to start and stay. So if it's an X facing down to the right, and set it from, top left to bottom right, then that 8 is marked exactly the way it needs to be.
I can't really show them that because I can't move this camera, can I? I'm just going to show them your markings.
No, you won't be able to see it. Unfortunately, this is not a mobile camera. All right, guys. So I always start from where I can reach, which is right here. And I know, let's see if I can turn the camera so you guys can sort of see. I'm going to start over there from that side because that's the numbers. That's going to be my bottom left of the quilt. They're numbered. So I'm going to pick them up exactly how they are laid down. One on top of the next. One on top of the next throughout the whole entire process. So I'm going to leave it right here at the end. I know you guys probably can't see right there. And I go to the next one. This is row 7 now. So I'm going to pick up one on top of the next.
One lady says, I hope you washed your feet.
Yeah, I told her that we have clean feet because our floors are mopped.
I know, I'm reading the comments up above. I didn't see
Justin had to chime in every time I'm there. Those floors are immaculate. I said,
I
said out loud, we can eat off our floor here. Even with a cat, because he's shaved so he doesn't have shedding. So I'm just picking them up. I'm not twisting them. I'm not moving them. I'm not rotating anything. I am just simply picking them up and setting them down on top of the next.
I want to see the piles. There we go. I think they can see it now.
So I'm just picking up one. And make sure that you work out before you do something like this because this is a lot of work, guys.
You want me to do it? Here, you run the phone. I'll do it.
No, it's fine. Let's show this on camera.
I'm not on the camera.
I know.
So, ha.
It's fine. All right. This is definitely a definite workout. Make sure you got your AC on, full blast. I'm not moving or rotating, guys. This is how it works.
You have someone named Dammit Janice. They ask, what pattern are you using?
This is Jacob's ladder. You can say it out loud from over there, but I'm pretty sure they can hear because I have the mic in here.
Jacob's ladder.
That's what this is called. And it's in the X formation.
Justin says this is the workout.
Yes.
Do not want to be doing it after leg day.
No. It's not just my legs I'm working. I'm working my upper body and my neck. All right, 2 more rows to pick up. Again,
Tiffany, why don't you just let me do it?
I'm starting right here. I'm not rotating or turning. I know you guys can see. I'm not moving that piece. My number is in the direction the block is supposed to be. And I'm just putting it on top of the next. And the next. And the next. I take the whole pile, put it on top of the next. The whole pile on top of the next. Until the last one. One more row. Whole entire piece.
Justin said it's good for your core.
Yeah, not for my core.
I told you I'd do it.
All right, guys.
You won't let me.
And now, from this section, they are all stacked. And you can see that big zigzag going down. That means I know I have it still correct. I'm going to pick up 1 on top of 2, on top of 3, on top of 4, on 5, on 6.
This is a ginormous quilt. Is this going to fit on your machine?
7. I have 120 inches. This is only 102 by 117.
Oh, okay. Well, 117 is right at
I'm going to
120.
add a 3-inch stopping border to hold all these seams closed.
Okay,
That way
because
I can load it.
120 is right
And
there.
then you just pick it up like so and see how my number, I don't know how well you can see that, guys. My number is 1 right here. It's a 1 with an arrow facing that way. So
Doesn't show
all
up.
the seams in this row are going to go that way. So this is going to go to the room by someone out here, but I have to carefully transfer the computer now. So you don't have to pay attention this next few minutes. I'm going to walk the camera because I got to unplug it. I'm out of breath. I'm gonna walk this. I'm tired of bending. I'm gonna walk this now to the room so you guys get a close up of my face for a few minutes. Okay? So
I'll move the stuff.
will see you guys in a few minutes.
You walk the camera.
You have a microphone on you. If it falls, it's not my fault. All right.
You walk the camera because you know what you're doing. I'll walk your stuff.
All right, here we go, guys. Just a quick trip through my house.
Need help there.
Nope, I'm good. Quick trip through my house. You guys can see my quilt on the wall in the background in my living room. All right, now we're in my room.
You want it up here in the iron?
The pile, yeah, it is there right there. I'm gonna open this up. You can bring my other lamp back in here, please. All right, guys. I gotta plug this in because this computer doesn't stay charged for very long. All right. It literally dies so quick. Isn't that much clearer now, guys? It's a lot better than the living room is for sure. All right, one more little wiggle.
Some delay.
All right. Okay. So as soon as we get the other lamp in here for more light, I will get started on sewing these together. That shelf by the window has the dragon. Yeah, the dragons are on the shelf by the window, not by the other one. House tour. You know, I can give you guys a house tour from a regular video, not from live stream because it's a hassle. And it's just not very big house. I mean, it's big for some people,
Where
but
do you want to?
it goes over there. I just lighted it. Just like
Oh,
this.
let's go back there. Oh.
The whole thing fits. Should be on still.
Okay, do you want the quilt here or do you want
Nope, I'm gonna bring it up here so they can see. All right, guys.
Which way?
Right there.
Okay, where do you want all your little pins?
Oh, just leave them right there. I'll
This
do
is
the
the
rest.
cutest little pin cushion. It's like a tomato.
No, I want a better one.
It's so cute.
They have
Does everybody
tutorials
see
on
the
making them.
cuteness? You guys have to see the cuteness.
I actually don't like pin cushions like this. I want a really cute big one in a cup. I actually prefer the magnet one because I can clean them up with the magnet. You know?
Oh, you have to read the phone. You had that big stupid pad
Oh,
there. You
yeah,
can't see under that.
Needs to be. I don't have the mouse or anything hooked up to get rid of all that stuff when it comes up. All right, guys, let's get back to it now. Unplug my mouse.
Jim
back in.
Billings says, "Get your breath back."
Yeah, I'm attempting it. I can't turn the big screen on either, so I have to stay with the phone next to me. But that's okay. All right.
How could one figure out yardage for this?
Okay, so let me show you.
I totally understand the construction, but I'm trying
Okay.
to figure out yardage for.
So I
smaller
used
size.
these 6-inch batik rolls. Okay, there are 20 of them. 20 of these 6-inch batik rolls. If you take 6 inches and divide it by or times it by 20, you're going to get 1.5 yards, which is 36 times 3.5, because that's what yardage is. So this is 3.5 yards right here. I used 2 of these. Okay, and then you guys saw me cut up a whole bolt. I had an 8-yard bolt of fabric. So there's my yardage. So if you want to make something smaller, you can use one of these as well. Just one though, take 10 of them towards your half square triangles and 10 of them towards your 4 patches, and then half the yardage that I use. So an equal amount of yardage per this, if that makes any sense. I hope that works. You see Captain America? Oh, that's Scott's
Justin's
shirt. Yeah.
talking about my shirt. Yeah.
So yeah, that's how you figure out.
A shirt on. So Justin said he sees it. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys know Scott never wears a shirt. That's why he's
It's
usually never.
115 out here.
He's never on camera. He's usually just on the side of the camera.
I don't
And
wanna
you
be
guys
on
can
camera.
hear him.
That's your thing.
So they also sell things like this. The same exact thing. These are batik rolls, Tonga treats. You can get these. These are also 6.5-inch strip or 6-inch strips, and there's 20 of them. This one is 20 different prints. There's no 2 prints alike. The other ones are 2 of the same print. But you can also use a jelly roll. it would be 1 jelly roll and 2 charm squares to make this. So here's charm squares. So you would need 2 of these and 1 jelly roll and 3 yards of fabric, and you can get a smaller size one with 4.5 inch half square triangles and 4.5 inch 4 patches. So there's many options for this. If any of you have any questions, don't forget you can email me, all the links below. There's email you if you're joined in the group, ask there so that I can remember to give you guys an amount, and I can do my best. If you tell me what you have, I can do my best to figure out the yardage that you would need to complete these little projects like this. I made a big huge one, so obviously I needed
How many
8 yards of
did
fabric.
you say this one was? 8 yards?
There's 8 yards of black. There is 3.5 and 3.5 is 7 yards of 6-inch strips. So 8 plus 7. 15 yards.
Then she says, how many would she need if she used mini charms? And she says, just kidding.
Mini charms.
Mini. She said, just
Well,
kidding.
you're going to
She's
lose a
taking
lot
it
of
down.
fabric using mini charms, making your half square triangles, so you would still need background fabric.
She was just kidding.
You can still do it though. But yeah, if you guys ask me later, I can actually give you guys numbers on things as best as I can. I'm not like perfect with math, but I'm here to help. So that's the purpose of my channel, is to help you guys learn and understand things. Okay, I can take this now.
She says they're too small for her.
Yeah, I actually use the mini charms a lot. And I'll show you guys something real quick while I'm here. You guys think 2.5 inch squares? I have 3 tubs of pre-cut 2.5 inch squares, guys.
So you done in the living room?
I have 3 of these tubs, and these are all random mixed. I mean, there's a lot that are matching fabrics, but I pre-cut all my fabric, which there's a video coming soon about storage and organization. All right, enough nonsense. I'm going to get to sewing this because I am wasting my time. Not that I'm, sad that I'm wasting my time. I enjoy talking with you guys. Oh, hello, Debbie. Yes, they are good for table runners, but not quilt tops. Yes, they are good for quilt tops. Ask Justin. He has what I made, a Irish chain, which is made with 2.5 inch squares. I didn't do strip piecing. I used the 2.5 inch squares. And hold on, because you guys have seen this, and I know I'm bullshitting still. That one table runner, little squares. This is that homespun table runner. There is a tutorial in my videos, guys. So if you want to know how to make the homespun table runner, it's in my tutorials. Okay, it's a homespun table runner. It's made with little pieces. All right, let's put this together now. So I have my big stack, as you can see, and all these notifications keep popping up. All right, let's get this done. This is 7 across by 8 down, and it's going to get heavy. So for beginners, I 100% recommend making sure this, I need a bigger table. This table works for cutting, but it does not work for the sewing part. You need to have at least, I would say, I'm even going to use a tape measure for this. I would say at least 3 feet of space from the left of your machine, because
These trash?
no, just say I just reuse them over and over again.
I didn't want to interrupt.
You need to have at least 3 feet and some space in front of you, because for big, huge king size quilts, even when you're machine quilting, if you don't have that space, the heaviness of it, even if you put it on your lap, the heaviness of it yanks off the table. And if you have to hold it with a weight and stuff, it becomes challenging and hard for your arms to move. So just a big, huge table is the best thing I can recommend for you guys. You know how my brother is on that little table? I would not recommend piecing or quilting a king size quilt from a table that small. I mean, if that's all you have in a corner of a room because you have no space, you're going to have to make it work. But put an ironing board they collapse to the height you need and they'll stay. Make sure you put an ironing board at the end to extend the length of your table, because that's what I'm going to do in a second. But it's the best thing, tip-wise, extending that space. How big are the blocks? The blocks are 15.5 inches right now, before sewing them together. Which one is Irish chain tip? The white lap quilt or the big black one? The big black one, Justin. How big is that? Okay, and a machine that doesn't have a small throat. You can still do all this. The quilting part, the piecing is easy on small throat machine, unless you're piecing like curves and stuff and the piece is like way too big. But any other piecing, small throat machine, I pieced on that forever. Well, the other one that I had before that one, same size, before I got my Juki. So piecing is simple. And I do have a video about quilting how to fit a queen size quilt in your throat, because I did some free motion quilting on that machine over there with a queen size quilt. So, all right, enough chit chat. Let's get this going. I'll still see comments. Potato chips for breakfast. Just headed food, guys. I have a bellyache today because I've been up for hours upon hours. So my pieces are still numbered, and I'm going to show you right now real quick the number with my arrow, because now you can see it. It says number 1 with an arrow. Okay, so that piece is my top piece. It never moved directions. Okay, it hasn't moved. Now it will move because it's going to stay in this position. I'm going to grab number 1 and I'm going to grab number 2, and I'm not going to do anything with number 2 but put it right sides together. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to nest all my seams and sew down this whole entire thing, and you'll see how fast this part actually goes. And I'm going to, as best as I can remember, because I have a hard time with back stitching, but I'm going to back stitch at the top and bottom of every single piece because these blocks are really big. And since I am going to put a border to stop any seams from opening, I still want to make sure before the border gets on there, while I'm pressing and moving things around and it's hanging off the table, I want to make sure 100% that these seams are not going to open in any of the movement. Okay? So here we go, and I do have to nest every single one of these seams, guys. So there's going to be a lot of seam flipping, but I should be able to do it pretty quick. Oops. And every other one of the half square triangles should all be opposite pressed. And everything is nice and opposite. And now I'm not going to do anything but open it up, run my finger along the seam facing the arrow direction. I'm not going to press with the iron right now. I'm just going to finger press everything. Hey, Scott, yeah, can you move my ironing board next to my table, please? I totally spaced that I was going to do that because I was talking. The next piece, I'm just going to pick it up. I'm not going to move it in any direction, but upside down on top of the last piece. Can you scoot my ironing board right up here flush?
Yeah.
Just don't knock anything over on the way.
I'm going to move all the wires. All the cords.
Okay, so I'm just going to nest these seams. They all should be opposite of each other. I mean, there's no like true way to make sure that they always end up opposite with blocks like this unless you press your seam open. And I don't press open, especially on big quilts. I do not press open. Thank you.
Is it good or do you want it down farther?
No, it's fine. There we go. So I have my ironing board next to me for once this starts getting big, guys. And I'm going to move these kind of out of the way. There we go. So I'm just nesting all my seams and going. Another point. Potato tots and cooking chips are ready to eat. Chips are convenient. Yeah, that kind of stuff is very convenient. Chips and things like that. So I'm just going to keep, even though this block is way bigger than my table, my extension table. I'm still just going to finger press every block, every piece to the right. Again, just all I'm doing is flipping it right sides together. And each row, I'm going to keep the number on it. I'm not even going to move that because that way when I go to attach the rows together, everything is still in order. And nothing gets out of order. I won't move that until after the whole top is ready to be pressed. I think I told you guys before, Justin is a truck driver, so he kind of eats like a truck driver. Whatever he can get at a truck stop when he's hungry, or because it's hard for him to pull his semi truck in. I mean, in a lot of states, he can't even park in a Walmart parking lot in his semi truck, so he can't run in and get a good, chicken meal or something. And he can't definitely pull into McDonald's or KFC or anything, So he can only stop where he can stop that's legal. So unfortunately, if it's potato chips, it's from the truck stop. Yeah, you guys you can't talk about bacon if you haven't seen. I eat a whole package of bacon myself every time I have breakfast. I am obsessed with bacon. Again, I'm just opening it up. All right, I'm going to make sure other things are out of my way because this thing starts getting big. Again, just right sides together. And this video kind of be as long as it takes me to get all these done. That way I can hold it up and show you from as far away as I can get a shot. I'm just nesting all my seams along the way. Am I out of thread? Oh, no, okay. It almost sounded like I was out of thread for a second. I can tell when my machine runs out of thread. It sounds like it's stitching differently. Just nesting all my seams. That's all I have to do. This is one definite quilt that has a lot of seams. Grocery store that fits trucks easily is Walmart, and Walmarts are getting strict on which ones will allow sit length. Yep, exactly. All right. And like I said, batiks press really easily, so finger pressing is good enough for now. And I'm not even going to press anything with the iron until the whole quilt top is together, because finger pressing it's laying really nice. Let's see how fast I can get this done. Not as fast as my last video, huh, guys? That was 8 hours of recording, by the way. For those of you who don't know. And it was all in time lapse, which means for every, 45 minutes or an hour was 1 minute of video footage. So I can record a lot of video that way. But if I try to make a regular video that's like 7 to 10 minutes long, just recording, it'll shut my video recording off because my phone device does not have enough storage space for that. And neither does my tablet. My tablet has horrible camera anyway. You guys don't like video footage from that, but my computer has what you guys see now. So my phone has the best video quality, and my other camera has the space, but it doesn't have a pause button. So I still have to edit all the videos. And I am just not one for editing videos. Kind of sucks. And I know why a lot of my normal people are not here, guys. So you guys don't see names that you're used to seeing during a live. It's because I know in advance that they are busy doing something or working or napping. Because I know our normal names here. How many times did you have to change your bobbin while you're Oh, did you notice? I changed it. Hold on, I'll tell you right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times. Plus the one that's in here. So that makes 8 actually. 8 bobbins during the video. Just in that video. All right, so here's row 1. Done. See? So I have all 7 pieces together. I'm just going to move it right here. Just going to lay it right over the ironing board in the long direction, just like so. Out of my way. And now number 2 is here. So you can see my mark is on it. It's facing the direction it needs to be, so nothing got moved. And I'm going to do the same procedure, except my arrow faces the left. Well, my left. It probably looks different from your guys' screen. My arrow's to the left, so these seams will all go to the left. Makes for easy piecing. So I'm just going to pick it up, flop it over. So I'm not going to keep explaining it every time. I'm just going to keep sewing and sewing and sewing. I was also, if you guys notice in my video, in the time lapse, my head kind of bebops a little bit more than normal. That's because I actually had music on and I was kind of dancing around and singing, so you can see my mouth moving, but obviously no words coming out because time lapse does not record sound. It only records video. And then it messed up my sound when I edited all those videos together. There was 20 videos. That video is 20 videos hooked together. Because I stopped a lot. I did my normal. I just stopped and ate and stopped and showered and went in the pool. And I did everything that I normally do on a daily basis besides watching kids. We didn't have kids yesterday or today. So, right sides together and go. So yeah, it was pretty big one. Looks salty, sweet, but since the gastric sleeve, my tastes have been changed. My tastes haven't changed since my tummy surgery. The only thing that's changed is the fact that I still can't eat no food. I mean, I can eat food, but I can't eat the things that I want to eat. And I still have to take medicine to even eat, which sucks. And I can't eat large amounts. But I can eat my whole package of bacon for breakfast. I don't care about the stomach aches from that. I posted a link to it. I posted a link, a thing about veteran quilter truck driver and Twix group Facebook. I mean, I'll check it out after this. Thought you were gonna go to bed, John, or you're already in bed. It's night time. How did your guild meeting go, Lacey? I probably talked you to death that night, and that's why your little paste or your little cake thing came out wrong. But probably not. It probably wasn't my read, you know. But you never know. I did talk your ear off. You guys know me though. I'm a talker. Got a lot done, huh? That's good. Half a cup of food, so I have to make it good food. So you have like a, what is it called? A gastric bypass? Or not bypass, like, is that what it is? Or did you have like a lap band or something like that? Not a lap. My neighbor had something like that done to help with, it wasn't for weight loss, it was for disease. It was for some stomach issues. She had to have some special thing put in. She could only eat very small amounts. And she couldn't eat foods that expand, like rice and things like that, because it made it, it would make her way more fuller faster. And no spicy foods and things like. She had a lot of rules of things she couldn't have. She's not our neighbor no more, though. They moved. Very tired from having to sleep. Well, Well, I'm very sorry, but I did enjoy our conversation. I always enjoy chit chat. I enjoy having friends, especially ones that are up late like me. So I'm just nesting all these seams. That's what you guys keep seeing me grab, is making sure I'm not pinning anything. You guys can pin if you want each block, but these are such big blocks that they line up good enough. And to tell you the truth, this quilt is far from perfect. Like, none of my seams are perfect, but as you saw, I chain pieced the whole project, so it was inevitable to have messed up seams. It's not going to be perfect, but you can't tell from far away, so it's no big deal. And you can't tell if nobody's pointing it out, you know. Oh, and you guys know that when I showed you the layout of this, you could lay it out differently to where your color is what would be the black part, and the black part, or dark color or whatever, would be your opposite side. So you can lay it out that way as well. Just so you know. And you can also lay it out on the floor. This is the X design, where it's in an X. It creates an X. But there's other layouts. You can lay Jacob's ladder anyway. There's you can put them on point. I've seen it on point. It creates this weird thing, but then you have to create the side blocks, the setting triangles, which is kind of a little bit challenging. But there's definitely you can put them all one direction, and the next row the other direction, and the next row the other direction. It's very versatile, just with any other block. You can do whatever with it, whatever your heart desires. All right, row number 2 done. I just need to finger press it. These are going to go quick because these are big blocks. If they were little dinky blocks and I had to do like 20 across by 30 down, it would be a lot harder. So I'm just going to pick up the whole thing, throw it onto the other side, and just lay it right here where it needs to stay. The nice thing about my office being 2 feet away from my bed, I just turn and plop down. It's not your fault. I was up late sewing. I would have talked more like I did in the beginning, but that was before I had to plug my phone in. I know. You sent 2 emails. Did you see them yet? When did you send them? I don't check email. Oh, that's one thing I got to tell you guys. I don't actually check email until at night, because my email is from my tablet. That way, you know, if someone wants a PDF or something, it comes from my tablet. So just so you guys know, for those of you who want any emails, it's all checked at night. So like around like 8 o'clock p.m., that's when I check. Other than that, if you have to get a hold of me during the daytime, Facebook Messenger or on Instagram Messenger or any one of my other things. And for anything else, there is email, mail, direct mail, you know, like as in post office. There's all sorts of ways to get a hold of me, contact me. So I'm on row 3, by the way, guys. But no, I didn't see him yet. If you sent anything today, I didn't see it. And this row off is right. So again, first row is left, second or right, then the second row was left, and now this row is right. Just always make sure you mark on your little notes. It makes an easier way of pressing when you finally put everything together. I went to the dollar store this morning and grabbed some more storage tubs for my pre-cuts, because that's where I get them, and you guys will learn all that in my storage and organization video. But I went and grabbed some more storage tubs. They actually, at the regular dollar store, Dollar Tree or Dollar think it's Dollar Tree, had lots and lots of storage tub options. Like they totally have a whole entire aisle dedicated to little baskets and storage totes. So I grabbed more of my little shoebox totes that I put my pre-cuts in, and I grabbed 2 of these. One I already filled, but I needed to move them. That's why I thought about it, because I wanted to turn my radio on for some background sound. But I grabbed some more of those, and I already put some fabric in it on the shelf for like fat quarters and pre-cuts and stuff. I kind of like keeping my stuff as organized as possible in here. Because it's not, I mean, it looks like I have a big space. It's just a 11 by 12 room. And the closet has my daughter's stuff in it still from when she lived here. And the only reason why when you see my closet that the door is open is because my long arm is actually in front of the door because I can't fit it in the closet. It would be nice to have it in the closet for, you know, so I could put it back on the frame, but my long arm is in the house to protect it from the summer heat. So I'm just finger pressing. Sorry about that weird sound. This morning and several hours ago, I attached pictures. That's why I sent an email. Okay, okay. I love storage and organizing. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing it very shortly because I put an 8 gig card in here, so I can get a couple videos, transfer them, get a couple videos, transfer them, and then edit them all together on a different device. So that way that you guys can get a whole entire, 15-minute video of storage and organization. I can't tell you exactly when it'll be, but it'll be soon. I started it the other day. We actually started making it when Justin was here, but it kept running out of video footage. I couldn't put more on with my thing. But when he was here, he tried helping me make it, but I kept running out of storage space. So I will get to it when I get to it. After this is completed, I have to get back to the Mariner Star, guys. So, and that one's going to be a hassle because that one needs more than my living room. I actually have to lay it on the garage floor, which is a lot of in and out of the garage, and the garage is hot right now. So, because that one's even bigger than this, and I need as accurate as I can get of layout space. I need it to be accurate because that's the only way I'm going to get the accurate numbers. So bummed when it's the, yep, exactly, Justin. That's why I can't wait to get a bigger SD card thingy for my phone. I'm thinking I need like 32 gig because I make so many videos, That's as big as I'm pretty sure the phone even takes. It might take 64, but I don't know. 64 is for a phone if it's possible. I'm not sure if phones hold that kind of space. So this is row 3. And it's going to be a lot of inches of seams when it comes down to sewing these rows together because these are really, really, really long, guys. I'm behind the camera right now, laying it out. I don't want it to be all bunched up because I don't know if I told you guys, beginners that have never used batiks before, they hold shape So if you throw them on a pile and then put something on that pile, even the shortest amount of time, it will crinkle and it'll stay crinkled. So that's the only thing. And it's always before quilting, obviously. But after quilting and wash, then it's permanently wrinkled. But it's not like you would think wrinkled. I guess I don't know how to say that, but. All right, let's just go back to my normal speed now. Now this one goes to the left, so I'm just forcing the seam. If you see me drop it off the table and pull it up like this, that's because it's picking that seam and pulling it that way. And if you see me doing it the other way, it's because I'm flipping it under, going the other way. I kind of use my table and everything to make it help, I guess, with the things I do. Some of my seams I have to flip too, so they got messed up in the pressing process because I did everything in a hurry. Finger pressing always helps with laying flat. Does anybody have any questions with the process of this quilt so far? Everyone understood how I made the block in the first video, right? Second video is kind of just how I went through the process of the whole entire thing, chain piecing, but everybody understood everything correctly? What numbers I used for mine and so on? I don't think if you're making a little quilt, you would want these bigger blocks. I mean, you can. If you're making a little baby quilt that's just like, a little baby quilt that's just 2 across, 2 down, like an X or just whatever. Or if you're making 4 across by 4 down and make a big square, you can use these size blocks and get yourself a little lap throw for a child, you know.
They're talking about types of videos they watch now.
I watch lots of videos, but I've told you guys that before. And I know that you guys watch the same thing, so you guys will see me on a lot of other people's live streams when I can catch them and not doing my own thing, you know. Or if I'm not sleeping or something. But I try to catch as many live streams and watch as many other people's videos. And I'm going to have to go through and pick thread out of all my seams when I'm done, because there is a lot of thread in my seams. Satisfying to see before and after. Organization. That's house cleaning videos. Remodel time lapse. Yes, I like remodel time lapse or backyard time lapse. I just watched actually a retaining wall built in someone's backyard with a big fountain and everything. It was really cool. I also like watching tiny homes be built. The process that they, and fast forward of tiny houses, or at least before and after what they started with and the process of it. As well as Victorian houses. I love to watch Victorian houses be remodeled. Those are pretty darn awesome. Restoring it back to its original. I don't know if any of you guys watch Curiosity Inc. I watch Alex on there. He does just recently did a house called the Potter's House in Canada. That's where he's from. And yeah, it's very interesting to see the difference of all the things that he did to that place. It was a hoarder house that he remodeled. All right, row 4 done. 4 more to go. I know today's video is going to be kind of long, guys, and I'm sorry in advance, but I do need to get this done, and I want you guys to see the whole process and see the finished thing. So I'm not like really trying to rush, but I'm trying to rush. So if you don't have your phones charged, it's okay if you leave. I don't mind. The video will be available later. I don't want to go over 2 hours, though. I definitely don't want to go over 2 hours. Nobody watches 2-hour replays.
Well, once you show them the basics, they don't
know,
need to see you do everything in a row.
I know, but I want to be able to come, finish. Because I haven't even sewn the rows together, so
Yes.
they don't even know, like beginners don't even know how the rows go together once these are sewn, how to manage holding all that while sewing.
Yeah, that's a lot.
This is a big quilt, so, and I still have to put borders, but I'm only going to put a 3-inch border around the whole thing. The reason why I chose
with you, right?
3 inches, yeah. I chose 3 inches so that I can, I lose that quarter inch at the beginning, and I'm going to lose a 1/4 inch of the other one. So it'll be a 2.5 inch. Well, you lose more than a 1/4 with binding, Plus, I lose some with trimming it when I take it off the frame from quilting it. But I just can't have it exceed more than 120 inches, which it's not. It can be as long, but it just can't be as wide. I could make something 200 inches long if there was 200 inches. If someone really wanted a 200-inch length quilt, that would be like 3 king-size beds.
Huge.
But you guys get the picture. I can go 120 inches wide and however long.
It's over double me.
Yeah.
It's triple me, yeah.
I have no idea what anyone's saying, so I can't see that fast. It's going fast. What is the name of the channel? I'll check it out.
You're talking about different stuff they want.
Oh, Demolition Ranch, yeah. All right, I'm going to sew and not pay attention. At my normal speed when nobody's around. I don't remember if I was going right or left, though. Got to remember that part. Vicky said hi, Scott. Vicky said hi. He's coming right back in just a second. He was eating yogurt. And it actually smells like bubble gum, whatever yogurt brand he was, or flavor he was eating. Made it smell like bubble gum in here. And I just realized I have 2 colors right next to each other, but the little splatters on it are different, so it's okay. I mean, if there's only 1 or 2 throughout the whole thing that I missed, it should be okay. I'm not going to worry too much. It's not like it's perfectly pieced either. I don't know. It's something. It smells like bubble gum though in here. The fan is blowing that smell around. It's definitely not the smell of my fabric. Because yeah, I didn't do anything to my fabric. I don't starch batiks. For those of you who are curious or wanted to ask, I don't starch batiks at all because they press nicely and lay nicely anyway. I do, however, starch regular fabric. Anything else that's not hand dyed. As long as you use your fingers to press this open, the seam, in a small space like this, it should be fine. Okay, 3 more rows after I finish this, and then I can start hooking them together, guys. It's going to be quite large for you guys to see me hold up. And I'll tell you right now, I'm going to add the borders off camera, and all the still shots will be after borders are added. I'll post the still shots in the group after I put the borders on, okay, of the finished quilt top. And I'll even try, it's cloudy today like it's going to rain, because I'll probably have it done today. But tomorrow, if it's sunlight, I'll take pictures outside. That way you guys can see the color, the vibrant color. Outdoor pictures are always best for vibrant color. This is like super vibrant. I know you guys can't tell as much in the thing, but here, take this. What flavor yogurt were you eating?
Strawberry.
Oh, yeah, that's why. He was eating strawberry, Lacey.
Why?
Because it smells like bubble gum in here.
Okay. Just strawberry yogurt. You know me, I'm always eating. I eat all day, every day.
Oops, I lost my needle. Be careful of that when you're working with big, huge pieces. Lost my needle. I lost my thread. Where's my snips? Oh, there they are. You know, that whole entire time chain piecing, this never happened, but it just happened now. My needle, my thread came out of my needle.
They really all were talking about the yogurt, huh?
Yeah, you can't put only I can put clickable links in live chat. And I don't know if I could do it from my phone. I know I can do it from the computer because the computer has the thingy. This one's left.
Hey, Tiffany, first page I opened. 7 days, California coast, $850 for 7 days. Oh yeah.
Would you guys go crazy if I disappeared for 7 days? Would you? I mean, I would still do like some kind of video footage of what I'm out doing if I was gone for 7 days.
They wouldn't even notice.
I'm not a big enough channel if I told you guys I was gonna disappear for a few days. It wouldn't be a big deal.
It's just a cruise.
I know, I do.
We can do 6 days in wine country for $650. Although we're not wine drinkers, so that would be kind of dumb.
We're not drinkers of any kind. It's beautiful there, though, up in Northern California.
Well,
very beautiful.
That's in May. The other one I was showing you was in April. Good time to go. Cafe.
No. I didn't know they had cruises in wine country, though. Doesn't seem fun. Too much walking around. Yeah, I don't. I want to just do a regular cruise ship and take anything that I'll need for my handicapism. If I think I'm going to need my wheelchair, I'm probably going to bring it.
Yes, they do have a quilting cruise. Tiff has told me about it. It costs
Yeah.
a lot more.
It's a whole heck of a lot.
But
It's
I told
like,
her if she's up for it.
It's like $3,000 more than the price for this cruise right here for 7 days, which is $800. The quilting one is $3,800. Yeah.
Because we've never had a vacation
just-
or even a honeymoon.
I can just go rent a big, huge thingy at the hotel here and invite all of you guys to come stay and have a retreat.
We need to have
at
a
a
vacation.
hotel.
We need
But
to have
I
a
need it-
vacation, honey.
I need an out-of-town vacation.
We've never had a vacation or even a honeymoon. We need a vacation.
Yeah, we never went on a honeymoon. Our idea of a honeymoon was 15 minutes of the kids being across the street real quick, grabbing something after our wedding. That was our honeymoon. 15 minutes alone.
It was about an hour.
And I was talking to the photographer the whole entire time. That was our vacation. Now the kids are grown though, so it's a little bit different. You want to go with me? Are you talking about the tulip? The tulip pink one's actually even more expensive, guys. I actually just looked it up. Yes, I saw it posted on Instagram and clicked on the link, went over her page and whatever. Yeah, that one's an expensive one. But you're making like four different quilt projects on the cruise. And it's I think it was 7 or 14 days. It was something like that, but it's expensive.
Justin says James and Brittany went on a cruise like 5 years after they got married to the honeymoon.
Yeah. I remember.
That's what we want to do someday.
I remember when James posted it. I'm almost done, guys. I only have, this is row 6. Yeah, so I have 2 more rows to piece it together. Oh, okay, good. I thought I was like already. The time is passing so fast. What was 18 years? Hold on a second. Are you talking about? Hold on. I've been married for 15 and never had a honeymoon. Oh, you've been married for 18. That's you just told me the other day. That it's time that you go on a honeymoon, Lacey. I want to go to like Europe somewhere or somewhere pretty. I would go to Amsterdam and stuff. It's really pretty there, but I don't know if I want to be around all those potheads smoking legally in the street and shit constantly and smelling it.
There's nice places there. Jean Cook went there.
I know.
And she's not into any of that stuff. She went there to see the sights. There's a lot of stuff to see.
I know. Well, a lot of people backpack through Amsterdam. All right.
I like the vacation. We should talk to her if we ever want to do European
Can you
vacation.
pull that end off so it's not folded over?
Yes. I like
All right,
hers.
2 more.
She went on one just to see castles and went on a castle
That's
vacation.
what I want to do. I want to go see castles in Germany, where my cousin was, where Tara went.
Yeah, but there's castles all over.
She saw some really awesome.
She went and saw nice ones in Poland. There's castles in Ireland. There's castles.
Doesn't let tourists smoke freely. I know, but the smell of the people that live there smoking, I don't like the smell. The smell of it is absolutely horrid. People have recommended me to smoke all these years with MS, saying, "Oh, it'll help with your pain and anxiety and blah blah blah." Psh, there, that stuff makes me feel so nasty just smelling it. Definitely don't want to smell it on vacation. Although now it's legal in a lot of states, So it's becoming where you smell it everywhere you go. People are vaping it and you smell it. But whatever. What Switzerland is gorgeous too. I'm with you on the smell of pot. It makes it feel sick. Yeah, some people are just sensitive to it, and I am one of those people. Definitely.
You're sensitive to all smells, though.
Huh?
You're
Yeah, I'm
sensitive
sensitive to all smells, though. I can't stand colognes, perfumes, deodorants, certain foods. I can't stand being around anybody that smell cooking fish of any kind or any seafood like shrimp and things like that. I just can't. I can't handle it. I am very sensitive. It makes me want to vomit. I can't stand the smell of pine sol or any pine cleaning household stuff or any kind of linen smelling household sprays. Oh, I don't like the cinnamon spray that we have already, but we use it in the bathroom we use apple cinnamon in the
like apple pie. It smells like fresh apple pie. It
when
smells
the
good.
cat takes a dump and it doesn't get cleaned out of the litter box right away. We use it to hide the stench until the litter box cleaning at the end of the day. And yeah, I can't stand the smell.
You don't like the cologne that you bought me.
Yeah, I don't like the cologne that I bought my own husband. I'm very, very sensitive to smell. Samples and magazines. Oh yeah, ugh. I can't stand those. I don't buy magazines, and I used to get them free in the mail, but I never even wanted to open them out of the wrapper. They just pile up. Like, should I read this Glamour magazine because it was free, or shouldn't I? Because I knew it was going to have those fabric or the perfume samples in it. I'm saying fabric because I'm playing with fabric. Oh, this whole entire time while rambling, you guys noticed I haven't turned anything. It's just picking it up, right sides together, sewing. And the rows will be easy. And really, really long seams. And I'm surprised I haven't ran out of bobbin yet. It's kind of weird. I mean, these are long seams, though. There's not a lot of breakage, so maybe that's why. I have little fuzz pieces blowing around in here, though, and it's like landing on my nose. There's so much thread dust, and it's blowing around. Should have never legal. Yeah, exactly, Diane. But whatever. Next thing, they'll be sold at gas stations like cigarettes. And they'll probably even change the age to 18 and older instead of 21. Because alcohol used to be 18 or older.
Long time ago.
Well, yeah, I know it's a long, long time ago, but still, it used to be.
Before our time.
Well, duh, I'm just saying, back in the day. All right, one more row after this, guys, and I can start sewing them together. When I don't chit-chat and get off subject, I end up going faster. I go my normal pace. Okay, it's beautiful, and you can see a lot in one holiday. I'm pretty sure you can. I want to, like, I don't know, Paris, the Eiffel Tower, you know, those kind of things. I want to go see all sorts of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but you don't want to fly.
But I don't want to fly.
That's why
It's not that I'm scared of flying. I've been in a single plane, and it was a small one that fits like 7 people. But
Yep, I took her up on a plane for her anniversary.
I had
She got
never
her
been
own
on a
little
plane.
private flight.
I had a private flight. Yes, exactly. All right, last one. And we can put these rows together. Let me show you how that works.
Yeah, that was just last anniversary. Goodness, this next anniversary, I don't know what we're doing. I don't have anything to beat that.
We could go get more tattoos.
Yeah.
One of our, you guys saw my hair cutting video last year. One of our anniversary gifts was matching tattoos. They're not totally matching, not like whatever, but we both have matching tattoos on our sides. They're both wolves, and when we hug, our wolves come together. With the moon makes one moon, and the wolves come together. It's pretty cool. And mine is girly, and his is male. So, and that was my anniversary gift to him. I took him to the tattoo shop, and I was like, "Okay, this is what we're getting." He's like looking at me funny for a second. He's like, "Okay, let's do it." You know. Like most people would probably say, "You're seriously choosing a tattoo for me? I don't want that crap on my body." But he has tattoos, so it's okay.
Well,
He trusted
you got me beat.
And since we are wolf people, we went with the wolves. Took a long time for me to create the design too, because I wanted it to be tribal so that it wasn't too girly on him, you know. And mine has got purple in it because that's one of my favorite colors. My favorite color. Pink is my second favorite color. But yeah, I made sure it was manly enough for him, but yet feminine enough for me. So that was one anniversary gift. We did a hot air balloon trip. So I went like 3,000, 5,000 feet in the sky in a hot air balloon. Like literally, people say you don't go that high in a hot, but you do go that high in a hot air balloon. We were way the hell up there. Like it didn't even look like there was little people. Didn't even look like ants. It really was that high, where you couldn't see people. You can just see the mountains and the mountainscapes and stuff. So that was definitely an experience.
That was fun.
Yes, very fun. In an open basket, way up in the sky. I did that before an airplane. Think about that. They have a lot of things to do around here like that, you know. There's air gliding and things like that too. But due to disability, I can't do those kind of things. Skydiving, I probably could do. Attached to someone, obviously.
Nowadays, that's how you have to do it.
Yeah, but I'm kind of limited on some things. We don't have a boat or toys like that for the lake here, so we don't do anything like that. We do go off-roading and shooting a lot, though. That's one thing you can do a lot of around here. Go out into the desert and blow things up.
Yep, little Geo Metro out in the desert. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Scott drives a little POS. I'm not going to say the words. It's a little ugly car. It actually drives and gets 40 miles to the gallon, but he always complains because I can't be seen in it. And it's not that I'm, what is that word? Like glamour or something? I don't know. What's the word when you're...
Vain?
Vain. I'm not that. Obviously, I'll go in his dumb car, but I'm not...
Oh, you can't be seen in it.
It has no AC, and it's a bunch of different colors.
Because of how it looks.
So I can't be seen in it. Because I have a nice car. So I don't like his car. Forgot to ask you guys, do you like the flight? The smallish plane? Yeah, I loved it. He took us all the way, Justin, he took us to, where did we go? We went down
to Parker Dam.
And then all the way up
to,
to, oh my God, something,
past the turtle bar thing.
Past, yeah, it's on the California side.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I have a problem here.
Yeah, he flew us around for an hour. It was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really awesome. And I had the best view. And if I would have asked, he would have let me fly the controls because I was right there in the control seat. He's that kind of guy. He would have let me. Obviously with his help, you know, but he She would have if I would have asked, but I didn't. I was enjoying the view and taking pictures and watching the propeller make these really cool, like, I don't know, it looked really cool. And watching the lake from above. Like, you could see the bottom of the lake from above. It was really awesome. I'm not afraid of heights. You're afraid of falling. Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, the flight was fun. If I was sitting in the front, I would have flown it.
Yeah.
I was sitting in the back, though. I got to look out all the windows, though.
Yeah, he had more windows than me and didn't have a propeller blocking his view of everything. The cat is actually in here. Usually he's not in here, guys. He's actually in here right now.
Because I'm in here messing.
It's because Scott's in here messing with him, but he's in here sniffing around at all my stuff because he's never really allowed in here. I mean, he's allowed in here, but I don't like him on my stuff.
It's not allowed in here long.
Yeah, so we keep the door closed normally. If he's in here alone, I caught him in here once alone. He ends up on top knocking things off on the floor. And I don't want the little pins on the floor because the babies come in here and we are a barefoot house. So it's not fun to step on a pin on carpet barefoot at all. I've done it a few times now. All right. One more piece on here, guys.
Daddy says Tom here.
1:30. I'm watching my time. That's why I'm squinting at the screen. Diane says, hi, Scott.
Hi, Diane.
Shit. How small is it, Crusty? Seen what in person? Hold on. I'm lost at where you guys are. What's 65 feet tall? Has a cowboy hat on the top. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sewing and not scrolling.
It's okay. Just keep sewing.
There's going to be a lot of seams, by the way, when I go to do the rows, because these are 117 inches of fabric.
Talking about an Eiffel Tower in Paris, Texas.
Oh, by the way, guys, just so you know, Justin passes by all of you all the time, except for my out-of-the-country fellow fans out there. Justin does pass by you guys often around the United States. So, just thought I'd let you know he's single. All right. So all my pieces are right here. They are still numbered. I'm going to go back and grab number 1 and number 2. So these two right here.
Start getting blind dates on the quilting site. These two?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So here's number 1 and number 2.
How do you want them laying on land over here?
I am going to, from this side right here, I'm going to put them right sides together at the bottom right here.
So am I supposed
And
to be...
Scott's on the other end because it is really long, guys, I'm telling you. So I'm going to put it right sides together. I'm going to show you how this works because he's way down there. And I'm going to sit in my seat.
Am I supposed to hold this while you're sewing or something? Or how's this
And
going to
I'm
work?
going to pull this whole thing onto my lap. Just like this. So the weight of all of this is on my lap.
Make sure those ends are even because I don't think they are.
Oh, no, I align everything because I got to line all the seams.
Okay, yeah, because I don't think I have
And I just adjust what I need to adjust. It's right sides together. Now I'm going to sew this big, long seam. So I'm going to line it up, and I am going to backstitch every single time because it is a lot of weight. Okay, now I'm just going to zoom down it, and then I'll open it and show you what 1 and 2 look like together. I just got to make sure I nest every seam on my way down. Sorry if I'm missing comments. I'm going to really pay attention to this on my way sewing this long seam. There's a lot of seams to nest.
They're all talking about your comments to Justin.
The what?
Justin did the ha-ha smiley faces. And yeah, they're all commenting on that.
Because I said that you're single, Justin.
Yeah, one lady said he should come to Brisbane, Australia. She'd pick him up. Yeah.
And you guys all know what he looks like. He's been on cam. And he likes quilts.
He has me beat. He does more quilting than I do.
I know Scott hasn't even done anything, not even cutting. He's only handed me things.
Oh, I used your little rotary cutter and I cut.
What did you cut? When? I don't remember you.
They saw me on video cutting triangle things or whatever with that one. You borrowed it from your one friend, the one that has the notches in. I was cutting triangles.
Oh,
Yeah, they saw me.
Oh my God, what is that thing called? I've seen Justin do it before too, though. Remember, he was trimming all those other pieces for that one quilt for me.
I know. But I got on and I cut a bunch of pieces for you one time.
I want Scott to sit behind this machine and sew.
Hey, me and the baby girl sit behind that machine every day and play.
You play, but you don't sew.
No. Ever since Tiff put the little girls up on the chair there and put her in the video the one time, the little girl always wants to get in the chair every time she's in this room.
Yep. She has a thing for turning my tension knobs.
I don't let her mess with nothing up there, but she likes to sit up there. She thinks she's, I don't know, doing something. She gets a kick out of it. She's a happy little one. She's a little cutie.
I don't even think I'm halfway down yet, guys. It's still going. This might take longer than I thought. These long ones. So many seams. Just making sure that they nest. They're pretty lined up.
See, Vicky remembers the video. She says, yes, I did. She saw me do it.
Okay, well, I don't remember. What project were we cutting up?
I have no clue what project. I was using one of your rulers that let you borrow from the Sienna. So Sienna.
No, I borrowed it from Susan.
Susan. Whatever. The fabric lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sienna doesn't quote.
Sorry. Fabric lady. And it had all the little notches in it.
Yep. I can't name that ruler right this very second. Simply trimmer something. Slotted trimmer. That's what it is. Simply slotted trimmer or something. All right, almost to the end, and I'm going to show you guys what two look like together, and then I'll just keep adding the next one and the next one. You're going to see how big it's going to get.
Oh, it's monstrous.
My phone is going crazy right now. What?
They're all talking?
No, it's notifications. Oh, Michelle's not on, guys, for approvals for the quilting group. And I can't do it while I'm on live feed. If somebody's trying to do it while we're on live feed, because I just saw it come on, a notification. I don't know if you're in my video right now watching, whoever's trying to join. It just says Facebook asking to join.
Kristen Hancock says she asked her husband if he wanted to learn the sewing machine. He took a step back with his hands up and said no. So, see? Not the only one.
Well, Christine, I wish our husbands were like some other people's husbands and liked to quilt. All right, so I'm going to finger all the way down.
Do you want me to pull on this as
I'm spreading it open and fingering it.
Okay. You're sounding dirty there.
Oh, yeah. Diane will get it. Diane knows we've had some quite a few puns on here with quilting puns that are sexually related. That's hilarious, though. I'm sorry, guys. If you can't have laughter in anything that you're doing, then you don't belong doing it.
Well, if you don't have fun doing it, then what's the point, right?
Yeah, you need laughter and happiness and joking and all that. All right, don't let it fall. I'm going to lift it in a second. All right, so these two rows are now together. They're not totally perfect with the pressing. but I left the numbers on. So obviously this is, I'm going to still go. Oh, wait, there's more. And I'm still going. Oh, wait, there's more. Yeah,
I think
that's
it's
a lot.
on.
So let's see if my length is correct. Oh, no, I don't have 102 inches on a thingy. All right, so I'm going to leave it right here now. I want my row 2, making sure it's correct. I haven't moved it. Row 2's top right up here. And I'm going to grab out row 3. I'm going to bring it over here. Make sure that's correct. Right sides together.
So I'm flipping mine upside down. Okay, you got it.
I got it because I'm used to this.
You might need a helper with something this big, people.
Yeah. So I just take it, line it all up.
Although Tiff's pretty good. She'd probably do it quite well without me.
I know. I wish they had some kind of like a quilted contest to see how fast, you know, like a race between 2 quilters and whoever wins gets like a lifetime supply of a solid color fabric or something. Just to, you know, I would enter a contest like that and, you know, I would probably do really good. Or you have to make a certain pattern or a certain size and see who makes it the fastest. I would definitely be one for something
Hey,
like that.
wait, stop. You're one. Never mind.
It's going to keep doing it. I lift it as I go.
Oh, okay.
It's just the shredding from the fabric catches under this little lip thing, my 1/4-inch lip.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I lift as I go. It's okay. Sometimes it lets go on its own.
I thought that was bad.
Oh, not bad. So, see, it's getting hard to manage now, even just being 3 rows, you know? So here's a live stream question. How would you fare entering a contest in racing to make a specific size quilt or pattern? Do you think that you would be a runner-up or a winner? How would you fare in a quilting contest of speed and accuracy? Mine wouldn't be as accurate as speed, but
I was going to say, if accuracy counts, it's going to slow you down.
yeah, well, I'm still accurate. Look at most of my points line up. They're just not perfect. How would you fare? And for those watching after, you know, the live stream is over, in the comments below, how do you think you would fare in a quilt race, making a quilt race? I'm always curious to know how fast everyone else sews compared to me, because I know I'm pretty quick. And you guys know I'm pretty quick too, because I can even long arm a whole quilt in a live feed, as well as put together a whole one, which you guys saw with Layer Cake Madness. It's one video, 2 hours, bam, done, top complete. When it's my own patterns, I think I'm faster.
Oh, they're all putting themselves down.
What?
Debbie says she's turtle slow. Diane says she'd be dead last.
You guys, no way. This is where I wish I was the traveling quilt teacher. I would teach you guys.
Justin says he'd show up with one of those as seen on TV handheld sewing machines.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Vicky says not a good sewer in all caps.
I didn't say you guys have to enter the contest. I'm just saying, how would you do in the contest? I think it would be fun. Like, you guys watch Missouri Star Quilt Company every year for their birthday thing. They do the 2 teams make quilts. I think last year was Jenny's team versus Rob Appel's team or something like that. Or maybe that was the year before. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, I would totally do that by myself. I could do it. I mean, it would be nice to have someone to press and all that stuff and all the trimming, but
That's right, come in handy.
I would be able to do it by myself. Are they still saying that they're not good enough? I've seen some of your guys' work that you guys have posted in the group, so I know you guys, even if you're not fastly sewing, you're pretty accurate and you are getting lots of quilts done, so you have to be doing something pretty quick.
June says her machine is elderly.
Her machine is elderly. I started with elderly machines, and let me tell you, the difference between this and my old machine, it's not even like a jackrabbit turtle type difference. It's literally a slug and an airplane difference. My old machines were like using slugs. Hell,
Yeah.
that little machine is like using a freaking snail.
We bought you a bunch of machines that we found on Facebook and Craigslist and
We
stuff.
found a bunch of Kenmore machines, and I had bought a Kenmore,
Some old
and it was
school
too slow.
ones.
So we found another Kenmore, even newer, and it was too slow. And we found another Brother, and then we found another this. We went through like 8 machines until I finally said, screw it, let's go to Walmart and just buy one.
We had issues with the Walmart ones. They kept
But
breaking.
Walmart ones kept breaking, so I was looking for anywhere else I could get them. And that's when I finally convinced my husband to let me just go ahead and buy this.
Diane says she's slow but steady.
So you keep a fair pace.
Debbie says I could hand and press. See? Debbie's with me.
Oh, the pressing and cutting for me.
Yeah.
Oh, we do need somebody that's going to be crawling around on the floor laying things out. Gotta have somebody do that too. Make it go quick.
That's where Cyrus comes in.
That's where bringing the toddlers with to lay it out for us.
Yeah, that would go well.
I kind of actually had an idea for a toddler that we have here when it comes to sewing. She made, she helped me make, what are they called? Oven mitts.
Oven mitts,
For
yes.
her dad for Father's Day, which I totally forgot to post, guys. I don't even remember why I didn't. I don't even know where the pictures are anymore, but yeah, she did.
I have them on my phone.
She did pot holders for Daddy with me, and I'm kind of thinking I should take her further because she doesn't know how to hold the sewing, but I'm thinking the laying out of a quilt, I think she'd be able to do it. All right, pull number 4 out.
She's learning more and more and more as she goes.
I'm not even finger pressing now. I was just showing you guys how that works. I'm now at the point where I just need to come down to that side.
Remember, you have to turn it upside down
Yep,
here.
I
There you
have
go. There you go.
I
See,
have it
you're on
correct. I do this so often, I don't get lost.
Well, I don't
am
want
being
you to
poked
get-
by pins.
I don't want you to get confused with looking and reading and
Oh
talking.
yeah, no, I'm good. That's why I'm kind of not. I'm not ignoring and letting you read. What's my time, by the way?
An hour and 53.
I'm slightly going to surpass this 2-hour mark, guys, but sorry
Justin
about
wants
that.
to know what a good starter machine is.
A starter machine. Well, I can't really say because I've only had my Juki, all the Brother machines, and I had a Singer, and then the Kenmore machines and old Brother machines. So I can't really say because, yeah. But if you want a starter machine, a good starter machine is something that's not just straight stitch. You want something that you can do applique as well, because not everybody wants just a straight stitch.
Well, he said he'd probably only use it for sewing zippers on cushions, couch cushions,
Couch cushions, then you would want this.
and
'Cause
making
you want-
curtains. He wants to make curtains.
Well, then you could do it from a little machine, obviously. But if you want power, if you're making through thick materials for like upholstery type cushions, covers, Justin, you definitely would want something like this. But I know you're not going to pay that $700 price tag it costs, because that's what these have just gone down to because of the new 2200, the Juki TL 2200.
Yes, Justin, Walmart sells Brother.
Yes, Walmart has the Brother machines for like, I think it's like, that one was like $245.
Depends on which one you get. They go from like 150 to 250.
Unless you get the standard basic machine, which, like I said, is not even.
We went through 2 of them though that didn't even last a year.
Yeah.
So you have to beware with Walmart. The made in China stuff falls apart.
You can get a used one though, Justin, on Craigslist or Facebook even. There's a $15 Sears one on Facebook right now on the marketplace. here in town. It says it works in the little description, but it's like really old. And it's not the old kind of Sears machine that would remind you of like a Singer or something like that. It's just an old, funky looking machine.
And yes, June, I could be your crawler. Although we normally use our kids for that, but Justin says he doesn't want to spend $700. They're for his couch cushions for his couches.
Okay, well, Justin, if you want to make couch cushion covers or anything like that, get all your measurements at home and bring the crap here and we'll sew it together. How's that?
Yeah, you can do a live video. There you go.
Do a random live video of that kind of junk. I just sewed the couch cushions for our thing. You have to take the mouse to the arrow right here.
Oh, I was going to say, I can't see anything now.
Okay, I'm going to just push through because Scott can do all the reading. Oops, I just had a... When I notice that my seam veers off accidentally because of not paying attention, I just go back about an inch above where it started to veer and just go right back past it. Just thought I'd let you guys know that. If anyone was ever wondering, I don't pick anything out. I just go over it. This is the point where you do not want to pick these long seams. So just make sure you're lining everything up because you don't want to have to pick this whole row out because 3 or 4 seams are off. So this is at the point where if you want to pin it, you can, but you're going to be poked a lot because there's so much fabric on your lap.
In other words, she's saying just take your time.
Yeah.
Do it right the first time. That way you don't have to redo it.
I'm just doing mine normal, though.
Don't try and be as quick as her.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny asking about the whole race. That would be cool. You don't have to be fast like me, but do whatever is comfortable for you. I just thought it would be interesting to know who would enter a contest and which place do you think we would end at. I'd probably be like 3rd or 4th place. Because there's always somebody that's faster.
You never know. I did that pull-up contest just for fun that time. I did pretty good. You never do know. I did it just for shits and giggles.
I don't think there's going to be a speeding quilt contest, though, in my town anytime soon.
I'm just saying, you never know. You never know. Sometimes you do better than you think.
I'm going to be really pushing it for the quilt show this year, though, because I can put by September 15th, which is still a month away, I'll be able to put my long arm back on the frame in the garage. I have until from September 15th, I have to have all the quilts I'm entering into the quilt show done by October 1st. They have to be at the Quilt Guild and in the hands of the people that run the the quilt show by October 1st. If they are not in the hands, then I do not get to enter. And I'm taking my pins out, by the way. I'm doing my rows pretty darn quick, so I'm not going to lose where I am, but I'm being poked.
You should leave your last one in so you know which one you're on.
Yeah, I'm going to leave number 1 in because it's so far away.
No, I meant your last one.
Oh, it don't matter.
Well, then how do you know which one you're on?
Because I'm on the next one. That's how I know.
Okay.
All right.
Christine Hancock says she has to pin long strips sometimes. And she just about needs a blood transfusion after.
Yeah. I don't pin much, and my legs are being poked right now. So next one. Which should be 5. Yep.
So I asked you. How do you know?
Hold on. I need to keep it this way.
Hold on. You're pulling it out of my hands.
Bam. Like that.
You want me to help? You can't pull it out of my hands.
All right. You guys see this? How much there is here now?
It gets pretty space consuming.
Yeah, this is what the whole table is for, because if this falls on the ground, it's going to yank and your seam is going to end up wonky and everything, and you're trying to prevent that, then
We're on row number 5, Justin. I think there's 8 total.
yeah, there's 8.
Yeah, so many you have left.
Yep.
Diane says, get a machine from a dealer. They have specialists that come and get a Juki, a Genome, or a PFAFF, whatever. FAF.
That was what I almost bought when. Remember when we looked at the long? I went and looked at the long arm at the lady's house when I was going to buy the used one.
Oh, okay.
That was a FAF. Although it was a FAF long arm, but it was still a FAF.
And she suggests a mechanical machine over a computer machine.
Yes, this is not computerized, and I prefer this machine over the other one. The other one just allows me to do other crap. The things that I can't do on this. But you can applique on a straight stitch, for those of you who didn't know. It's a straight stitch. Once it's quilted, everything's held down anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Unless you want some fancy decorative stitch or something, everything can be done on a straight stitch machine. I actually did some Dresdens on this already. Not my purple one, the most recent Dresden quilt, but prior to. They're just straight stitched about, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch away from the tip all the way around the whole entire thing.
Yes, Krusty, they are expensive. Tiff's very first newbie machine from a dealer. We spent, what, $3,000 on your ordeal in the garage?
Yep. But that was a machine and a frame and all sorts of extras.
Still, I thought that was insanely expensive for a first time out deal.
Tiff, you can us wonder use
Wonder Quilts. Wonder Quilts.
Wanting to be a quilter at first out of pure frustration. I don't know what I can't read it properly while I'm trying to sew. There's a lot of adjusting, by the way. And even if you pre-pin, you know how much extra time you're adding? You need to have a really long space to pre-pin because you need it to lay flat too. So big, huge quilts like this, I kind of think just going with the flow and aligning each seam works the best. That's personal opinion, personal preference, I guess.
Yes, Vicky, she does a great job.
And this machine, I forgot, you guys, it's not even on the fastest speed because as you can see, it moves away from me. You guys know how it rattles my table and everything so bad because I haven't set it into the table. This machine tries to take off, so it's actually slower right now. Normally I would sew faster. It needs to go up like a whole notch because it's pretty far down right now. I have it at a specific speed though so that it wouldn't fall off the table. I don't want a broken machine, so I'd rather just sew slower.
Yes, Kristen, her machine did last a while. Christine, sorry, I'm reading them upside down. But yes, she's even done videos on how to clean her machine.
Yeah, my machine, I don't care what anyone says, I clean it with an air compressor. And then I oil it. That is the best cleaning I have ever got. And the machine guy told me that it was okay, never said anything otherwise. I'm not drying anything out because it's all pre-lubricated and oiled. All I'm doing is blowing the crap away from it.
Yep, she has videos on there of how to do it. Cyrus helped her take it apart. Remember that?
Yep. I do recommend, though, for those of you that are in quilt guilds and all kinds of things like that, and you go to places to do quilting and you have to take your own machine, Juki is not the machine you want to take with you. This machine is like 40 pounds. It is so heavy. This is not a carry around kind of machine.
Well, then
like
you have
that.
someone like me move it for you.
Yeah, but not every woman has a man to carry their machine for them and load it into a car and go to their quilt things with them.
Okay.
All right.
I get that.
This full end.
I get that.
All right. I'm on number 6 now, guys.
Those of them that do, though.
So after this, 2 more, and then we'll be done. Well, I'll be done. We will be done making a long video. Hi, Sonia. Was wondering where everybody's been. I know a lot of people work and stuff because today is what, Tuesday?
Yeah.
So today's Tuesday. I have realized that I have made now a king-size quilt in 3 days. From cut to finish.
Sit down and listen to Sweet Home Alabama.
Sweet Home Alabama's on, but I can't turn it up for you guys, because of the whole YouTube thing.
Yep, if y'all want to hear some Skinner, you're just going to have to turn on your own radio. We're not allowed. YouTube is picky. That's why we can't use all of our devices yet. We have to have 1,000 subscribers or whatever.
DDNI. Ah! What happened to my video?
Just keep going, honey. I'll
I
read
have
this
adult ADD and I can't watch YouTube and sew at the same time. I can't read my own comments and sew at the same time. And I'm the one making the video. I have watched live feeds where the person making the video doesn't even chat with the people chatting. They just kind of talk only. And then a computer person is the one responding to questions.
That's the Quilting Marine. He used to have his wife do all the questions, and he just did his thing. You know? That's why I try and help you every now and then read comments.
I think it's just 3 people watching.
We supposedly have 17, Justin.
Yeah, my thing's showing 17.
Sonia hurt herself. She's been sleeping.
Oh,
She hurt her back.
Well, I hope you get better. Just relax. I turned my machine up. Can you guys tell? It's now sliding out of the table, but I'm like in a hurry. Like not as a mess up hurry. I'm just gonna. I want to get done faster hurry. It's getting heavy on me, and I'm hot because there's so much black fabric on my lap right now that I'm sweating because not only is the black fabric on me, but my dress is a polyester on the bottom, and it's kind of hot. And I live in a hot area, so it's hard to wear clothes like this. But I did want to show you guys I have made clothing before. And it does.
She has. Heck, you made the little girls' dresses.
Well, yeah.
Not 100%, but you chopped the arms off and everything.
That's just altering, though.
Oh, well. I still thought it was cool. The little girls loved it. Justin, she's right at 400 subscribers.
Yep, I hit 400 today, guys.
Yep.
That number just going up, but it took a long time to get there. Like I said, I've never been worried about my subscribers, but for me to get anywhere on YouTube and start doing live streams in more angles and positions and blah, 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 blah from a phone, I would be able to do that once I have 1,000 subscribers. So don't forget to share your favorite videos, like my videos. That way, if they become more seen, it's a algorithm. So the more likes that the videos get, the algorithm sees that and it places my videos on the next. It's like that video, you know, like somebody watches something, I would be the next video that here's a similar video to what you just watched kind of thing. So it's very important for those likes, guys. And don't forget, you can always go in the description below. If you are subscribed to my channel, then you can go join the group. Because if you have questions to answer, and if you don't answer them correctly, then you won't get approved. They're specific to being subscribers. So, unfortunately, you have to subscribe to join the group. Plus, it's kind of nice to know who's there and who's, who I talk to all the time when we do live feed, guys. Trying to keep track of everybody and learn everybody's names. All right, next one.
That's the only reason we care about the subscribers, though, is because we can't use all of our fancy devices. YouTube stopped us.
Okay, now I'm coming up here. Okay. Out, out, out. Next one. Let's move this whole thing out of the way, though.
It's this one. Which you're on.
Yep. Row number
Which
7.
way are you turning? Going opposite of me. Got it?
Yep. All right, row number 7, and after this is one more, guys. And I'm going to take this out now because it's going to poke the shit out of me.
Three purples and 2 blues. I don't know what that means.
Video. Hold on. Did you title your time-lapse video as time-lapse in the title itself?
I don't know.
No, I think I just put Jacob's Ladder, but I can change it at any time. I can edit any video. I can't edit the video itself. I can edit the words. But I could put time-lapse in it, yes. See why we need space now, guys? Take an ironing board. If you have one, all ironing boards adjust at the lower side. They don't have to be set up all the way up. They have little hook things that hold them in a position. So if you put it along the height of your table, my table is bar height, which is ironing board high height. Sorry, I'm trying to go all the way down. But if you line that ironing board up next to you, at least you have, something to hold the quilt for big quilts. Little quilts you guys don't have to really worry about because, yeah. Show all the time lapse videos. Shows all the videos of time lapse. Okay, I'll change it. I'll change it when I'm done. It won't let me do it while I'm not allowed to edit. I can't even change editing while videos are posting.
Do I hit the arrow? Where's the X?
Huh?
Where's the X? There's an arrow over here.
Yeah,
Do I
that's
hit
the
that?
X. The arrow is the X.
That's what I just asked you. You didn't answer.
I have so many fuzzies just blowing around my face. You guys can't see it because it's not as clear of a video, but it's annoying me. Strings and fuzzies and thread and everything just blowing in my face.
Lynn found you from Mom and Pop Quilt Shop in Berube, I believe. Could be pronouncing it wrong, but then again, I'm reading it upside down.
I usually don't say last names. I just say first names.
Yep, she found you from Mom and Pop Quilt Shop.
Well, hello there, Lynn. Thank you for coming over. I don't have as fancy a video. My goal is to be the video footage where the split cam. I have all the stuff in the program for that split cam that Mom and Pop Quilt Shop does. I just can't do it because of our internet service. So until I have internet service that's good and have the person to run the program, because all I have to Just press a button and bam, done. You guys will be able to see every angle. That's my goal.
We're trying slowly but surely.
It'll get there. I have this tangle happening on my lap. See, if you would have pinned with this big old thing, you'd be getting poked like nothing. Holy moly. There would be a lot of pokies down here on my lap because it's tangling. It doesn't help that my machine is running away from me. There's definitely a lot of seams this way, guys. A whole heck of a lot of seams. Okay, yeah, share away, guys. I always say share, if you're going to share a video, share your favorite ones. Because that way other, uh-oh, something happened.
What?
Uh-oh, where's it at? Where's my feed?
I don't know. Are you not online anymore? Is it off?
No, it shows that I'm still on. Uh-oh. Okay, it just took me to a different screen, though. I don't know how to end it from here, though. I don't know what happened. Let me click on that real quick. Oh, no. Okay.
It says go live. Are you live still?
I am live. It says still live. They're saying still live. My screen got clicked or something happened. I don't know what happened, but I don't know how I'm going to get out of it when I finally do, guys. But for now, I'm just going to leave it.
We didn't touch anything.
My mouse got hit probably by the quilt.
Oh.
Usually I don't have my mouse up here. I start the video and then I move it way out of the way. Sorry about that, guys. I was wondering what was happening there.
I have no idea what any of those buttons are. That changed everything, huh?
Yep. I don't even see the end video sign.
We'll find it.
I'm at the end right here. So I just need the next row ready.
It shows how many people are watching. Share, save, all that. It's got to be down there somewhere. Maybe if we just scroll down, then we'll figure it out.
All right.
Where's will Cyrus come in?
Next row.
We have a teenager on hand. He'll figure it out if we can't. You want it upside down? How do you want it?
Hold on, just hold it straight. I'm going to take it out in just a second. Hold on. Follow this edge. And flip. Like so. If you guys are in doubt, don't start sewing until you check it again. Obviously, I just do it from my seated position, just so that you know how it's
Yes,
working.
we can still see the comments.
Yeah, we can still see comments. It's just a totally different screen
Yeah,
now.
it
It's actually the
changed.
screen that you guys are looking at if you're on a computer.
Yeah, it changed to the regular normal.
Not my live. The live one has like settings and stuff, so I can change things while I'm live streaming and end and start and play and replay and, you know, add links and things like that. It's a specific screen for live streaming.
Well, thank you, Diane. Diane says she shares at least once a week.
I know. I see that you do. I share all the time. I feel weird doing it, but I share in a lot of groups, like quilting groups. If someone says I need an easy pattern or something, I'll share a video that's an easy pattern that I've designed just to get them to click on it. I mean, it feels weird because it's Tiffany's Quilting Life videos from Tiff Groff. But, oh well. Everybody eventually knows who I am anyway. All right, I'm almost, I mean, there's a long way to go on this seam, but almost done, and then we can hold it up and show you guys and get off of here. So while I'm on this last row, does anybody have any more questions that I can answer about the Jacob's Ladder quilt itself? The one that I'm working on now. I know in video 1 I covered different sizes that you can cut, different size blocks, and I said it obviously when I came into the room, the different things and the yardage and so on. It's not very hard to figure out. It's best to have the same amount of yardage as your pre-cuts. If you're using pre-cuts, use that same amount in your background fabric. So if you have 3 yards of pre-cut fabric, then you want 3 yards of background fabric. It's kind of a rule of thumb, I guess, if you're making things like this where it's an equal amount of each block. I do have some scraps, though, that will go into the back of this quilt. Which I'll get him down from there, please. Cat actually jumped on. Press it when I show you guys. I'm just going to turn. Uh-oh. I don't know how to get it out of buffering.
I think you're done. Yeah.
So I'm going to hold this up with Scott to show you, but I'm not going to press it. Any still photos will be posted in the group. Okay? Don't forget. It'll just be posted in the group after I get the border on. Which
I would hold it if she'd let me, Diane, but she doesn't want me to do anything over there.
He doesn't need to be on this side. He's fine being the comment man. I can't read them as fast, you know, from here. I mean, I can see comments.
How many hours do you have total on this quilt?
Okay,
Debbie wants to know.
Was the first day I spent, it was an hour and 20-minute video. I think I did it in the middle of the night, Insomniac hour video, which is the first part of all the cutting. So it's like 1 or 2 hours. But that's also chit chat involved. So prep was probably like an hour, and then yesterday's videos is 8 hours off and on of sewing. So I probably spent 7 total hours of sewing and pressing and cutting and sewing and pressing and cutting. So 8, 9, 10. What? This is a 2-hour video or so now. So
yeah, you're at over 2 hours.
11. I have about 12 hours total into this quilt now. Almost to the bottom.
Yeah, there's a lot of random threads.
Yeah, there's thread everywhere.
Do you want me to hold it for you? I can hold it.
No, we're gonna hold it up in a second and show
I meant
everybody.
hold it off of you. Whatever
It's not on me.
you're talking about.
I have to put it in my lap, but when I'm sewing, it has to go in my lap.
Okay.
If it doesn't,
Oh,
it
okay.
yanks.
I just offered.
So holding it would be.
See, Diane, she won't let me. She won't let me do anything. She never does.
And I'm gonna come close to the camera before I hold it up and show you guys without pinning how many seams I did and didn't get real quick just on one row. You know, that didn't nest properly.
Didn't nest properly. I like that.
All right. Let me come up there first. Move this ironing board and just collapse it for now.
Collapse it? You want it all
Oh,
the way
no.
down?
I mean, just move it out of the way. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I'm just going to open this row real quick and show you guys. My camera angle is totally different now. So here's all my matched seams just running through real quick. So, I mean, this is just quickly sewing. They come to sort of points. Some of them aren't perfect. And if you keep going down that row, let's check down here a little bit further. They seem pretty lined up for speed sewing, all these together.
Definitely not as good as your phone.
Yeah, my phone has a way better camera. So I will take all the still shots when the border's on, guys. So, I mean, some of these seams don't match.
Does that help?
No, it does not help. It actually makes it worse.
Okay. Sorry. I was trying. Can make it better there?
See, they're not perfect. Oh, yeah, that's not good at all. All right, we're going to hold it up and out of the way. It's really, really large, so it's going to be hard for you guys to see the whole thing. Uh-oh. Water spilling next to electricity. All right.
Is there water out over there?
My iron has water in it.
So, did it spill, though? You didn't say her skip towel. Couldn't get her.
No.
Oh.
All right, guys.
Can you see all that? That big monster? It's huge.
And it's all the way down further on the floor, too, guys.
Oh, yes. It goes down far.
It's rolled even up, kind of. So there's a lot of it. A whole heck of a lot of it.
Do you want to fold it in half? What do you want?
No, I'm going to be adding a border real quick. So
Oh, okay.
here's up close. Make sure if you're subscribed to my channel to join that group, guys, so that you can see better pictures of things. Still shot pictures is always a better way to see what I do. So I'm just going to throw this out of the way. I know it's boutique and I said don't do that, but I need it out of the way so that I can cut some border fabric and throw it on. Because I don't even know what size. It's probably the size I said because I did do the math. So, all right, guys, I totally appreciate you hanging out for however long it was now because I don't know how to end this video and I'm going to figure that out. Don't forget,
Cyrus.
subscribe to my channel, hit that bell, get notifications when I'm on. I mainly do live videos, but every once in a while, like today, I did post a pretty cool video. So other than that, I love you all and thank you for joining me. And I will see you next time I make a live, which probably won't be until Sunday. So, because I have a big work week this week. So,
Oh, she was sewing.
bye
I was standing
everyone.
here.
Take care.
We didn't touch it or anything.
Yeah, see, that just pauses it. I have no idea how to get out of it.
We should just close YouTube.
It won't. The camera will stay on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, that doesn't work. You guys, I'm sorry if I'm still here. It's because something went wrong.
They're on live now.
Hold on. Let's save to playlist.
Click on the
What
live
hell?
now.
I did.
You didn't. Click on the video.
Oh, what did you want her to click on?
It had a little live now right next to the video in the bottom corner. See? Click on that. See what that does. Oh,
It takes you to the video.
All right, I'm just going to press X.
You said the camera will still stay on.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it is. Look at that. That's all you needed to do.